Okay, I just realized that we might not have a very adequate video of our sump solution and the floods and so forth. We have a video of the flood itself, but not of the monster amounts of water coming into the sump hole. At least not adequately. So let me point out a couple of things here. First of all, what I'm pointing at is the original sump pump that we have. It's a 1/2 horsepower sump pump. It's the one that the builder first installed in the house. When the flood happened, he installed this second one. This is a 3/4 horsepower, and these two are the ones that are currently on right now. Today is a warm enough day. It's 5 degrees outside. There's a little bit of a thaw happening, so there's lots of water that's in. This pump is a 2 horsepower sump pump. It's just a big massive pump. While these two together pump out somewhere around 90 or 80 gallons a minute. This big one pumps out 400 gallons a minute, or is it liters per minute? It's one of the two. It's 4 or 5 times more powerful than both of these combined. It's not on right now. Oh, there you go. It just turned on. So you're going to see the big flood, the amount of water that comes out. This is the water coming out of the weeping tile. Underneath this pump is water coming out from underneath the floor. This is the water that's underneath the foundation. There is another hole here, which I'll turn it on again. But this hole underneath here represents more water coming up from underneath the house, and then there's a final hole here, which is water coming from the furnace, just condensation, I guess. I'm going to turn on the big pump again, and maybe we'll be able to get a full appreciation of the amounts of water coming out. And again, this is just on a little bit of a melt day. The water that came out on Christmas Day and on New Year's far surpasses by far. But anyway, so I'm going to lift the photo, turn on the water, or turn on the pump. So it's draining the hole now. So you can see there's a fair bit of water coming in. There's a fair bit of water coming in from the weeping tile system. This hole represents, it goes directly to the weeping tile. And this is after the weeping tile has been cut. Underneath here, that one you can see underneath the pump, that's from underneath the floor, connected to the far side of the house. And this one is also underneath the floor. So these three together represent a fair bit of water, obviously. And again, today is just a mild day. We've had 3 full-blown floods in the house since we moved in. One was on Christmas Eve, sadly midnight of Christmas Eve, and probably one of the biggest, and it was just a huge volume of water that came in. The water went up to 20 centimeters, 20 inches. 20 inches, to let you know, is above outlets. It's above your central vac. It's a lot. The builder brought in the second pump during that flood to try to handle the flood water, and of course it didn't. And the flood relief company brought in 2 of their own pumps. I don't know what these amounts could pump out, but the 4 of them together just couldn't keep up with the volume. So the water kept rising and rising until it just naturally ebbed a little bit. They installed this big pump, and that handled the flood then, again, because it's 400 gallons a minute.